Let's talk about some co-parenting nightmares with a narcissist. The obvious first thing they'll do is to use the kids to hurt you. That can look like telling the kids everything's your fault, telling the kids lies about you, blaming you for everything that happens that doesn't go the right way, and using them as messengers, just basically burdening the children with a lot of emotional baggage and responsibility that they're too young to handle. Kids at every age are subject to this, so it depends on their age as to what kind of manipulations they'll be party to. But at any rate, this is what happens. This is what narcissists do. They're so immature. They're children themselves. They're toddlers trapped in an adult body, but they can't do any better. They're going to use children, or anyone for that matter, to serve their own needs. So you should expect absolutely that they will weaponize the children. They will make promises to you or to the children that they have no intention of keeping. They lie just as easily as they tell the truth. So this is not hard for them to do. This is actually the default mechanism for a narcissist, is to lie over telling the truth, which is what the default for most normal people is. So you shouldn't be surprised when they make some outlandish promise, because they absolutely have no intention of ever keeping it. They'll move the goalpost. They'll tell you that or the children, that they'll do something if this happens. And then when that happens, then it'll be, no, but now it has to be this thing that has to happen in order for me to do that. It'll never be what they said it was going to be. The deal will always change to suit their new needs. And they will deny any agreements you made. Maybe you agreed that you were going to switch weekends because of some important event that you have that you want to take the children to. And in the moment, it's like, absolutely no problem. See, I'm so agreeable. I don't know why you say I'm not agreeable. Of course, that makes perfect sense. I'm going to do that. And then it comes time for the switch, and they're like, what are you talking about? I would never have agreed to that. This is my weekend. Anything to trip you up, anything to control your emotions, anything to sabotage your time with the children, that's all a given. This is the nightmare of co-parenting with a narcissist. So what's the solution? There is no perfect solution, but the closest I've been able to come to a solution is something we call parallel parenting. Now, don't go ask your judge to order parallel parenting, because it's not really a thing. This is what we call this type of posture you take. You don't announce that you will now be parallel parenting. This is just something that you do. Here's what it looks like. You parent the children your way on your time. You let the narcissist parent the children in their way on their time. You don't get involved in each other's parenting time. Now, obviously, you can control what you do. The narcissist will try to get involved in your parenting time. Here's how you try your hardest not to let that happen. You tell the narcissist the bare minimum required by your agreement. You don't share any other information. Like if you're ordered to tell the narcissist 24 hours ahead of time if you're taking the child out of the state, something like that, then you comply with the order. But anything else, anything that is not ordered, you do not communicate anything. You don't tell the narcissist what you want to happen, what you wish would happen, what the kids want to, nothing. You stay out of it. You just follow your agreement. That means you're going to look like the bad guy sometimes. The kids are going to go, oh, Mom, Dad wants to take us to this thing, and it happens on your weekend, and oh, can't we go, please, can you switch? No, that's not our agreement. Our agreement is that you're with me that weekend. But can't you switch? No, that's not the way it works. You don't apologize. They will get it at some point. This is non-negotiable. The agreement is the agreement. You don't waver from it. You stick to it. Yes, you'll say, oh, your mom's horrible, your mom's terrible, your mom won't let you do this thing, oh, terrible mom, terrible mom. Just live through that. It's gonna feel icky. I understand. You will be the bad guy for a moment, but let me tell you, this is for the greater good. because you can't, depending on your children's ages, you may or may not be able to explain this to them. But what I want to explain to you is that it's about the consistency of who's where. Maybe in a Hollywood version of divorce, where you have two mature, cooperative parents who have empathy, who have a sense of fairness, who have a moral compass, who have all those things, maybe you can have that gray, wishy-washy kind of agreement where you go with the flow and everything's easy and sure, go to dad, sure, go to mom's, whatever's best for you, whatever, that's all great. And you're like, you're having brunch at the exchange. This is not you. You're not a candidate for that kind of divorce. It takes two. So you are going to have a minimum of communication and always in writing. Always in writing, because it'll be, I never said that, that's not what we agreed to, blah, 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 blah. You have to get it all in writing to document it. And you don't make changes. And that's it. That's what parallel parenting looks like. You stay the course. You weather the storm when you're made out to be the bad guy, and that's just the way it is. And one day, when your children are adults, you can say, this is why I had to do that. It was for the best. It was for the greater good. It was so that we had some sort of control over the situation. Otherwise, it just would have been chaos, and that's what I had to do. But by the time they're adults, you're not even going to feel the need to do that anymore. So, like I said, it's not perfect, but this is as close to the best plan that I've been able to construe over all these years of dealing with narcissistic exes for my clients. Is this something that you are dealing with, the nightmares of co-parenting with a narcissist? If you'd like to talk to me about it and get some help, you can book a call with me. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get right on my calendar. Did you find this information helpful? I hope you did. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like. So I hope I see you in the next video.